What is so addicting about TikTok that you can't put it down and do stuff you need to do?
That's not funny. Let me tell you what happened.
I'm not just gonna do things that don't mean nothing.
True. But
You can end up wasting your life.
no, because we need two sides to the story. Because you got your side, but I have mine.
We need to eliminate the distractions.
Hi, I'm Nay, and welcome to Nay's Place, a safe space for a conversation. And today, I really don't know what we're talking about. Like, for real, I really don't. And so, I guess I'm going to just wait and see.
All right, so I want to talk about the importance of focus.
Okay.
And I want to start by telling the story of you cleaning your room. Okay, so y'all.
No, because we need two sides to the story. Because you got your side, but I have mine. Because you don't really.
Okay, so but you don't even know what I'm about to say.
Okay, go ahead.
So do you want to go ahead and tell your side, or you want to
No,
see what I'm gonna say
I want to
first?
see what you're going to say.
So her mom asked her to clean her room, and she kind of basically needed to do like a deep clean so that she could like get rid of clothes she didn't need and stuff like that, because there was a lot of stuff in her room that she didn't need, and it was hard for her to find stuff and all of that. And she had asked her to do it for days, and it wasn't getting done like thoroughly, right? You was just kind of like pity patting, right?
No, it was a whole bunch of clothes. My whole room was full of clothes.
Yeah, but at the same time,
It was getting better by the day.
But at the same time, no, before when she initially asked you, you weren't hardly doing it. That's the point. So then her and I came to the conclusion like, okay, we need to eliminate the distractions so that she can focus on cleaning her room. And then that's when we were like, okay, you got to give us all your devices, phone and all, and you cannot have them back until your room is clean.
That's not funny. Let me tell you what happened.
But ain't nobody laughing. You think they laughing?
No, but I'm finna tell you. So basically, no, because I wasn't even, okay, I had literally just sat down, right?
Yeah.
And you have out of my room, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, she not cleaning. She was like, oh, I'm finna tell. Then you talk about that. I'm gonna clean it.
I sure did tell, because she was supposed to be cleaning, and when I came in there, she was on the bed on her phone, not cleaning. She won't clean
but
it
I had
all.
just sat down. I promise you I was cleaning that whole time, then sat down. And then the second I sat down, you walked in my room.
Hey, and that's a good point, because at the end of the day, you weren't supposed to sit down until you were finished. Exactly. And that's what I wanted to talk about, the importance of focus, because I'm guilty of that too. Like setting goals or having things that need to be done or having things that need to be taken care of on a small level, like on just a surface level of cleaning your room, you can have distractions. But even on a bigger level of like following purpose or going after your dreams, there are distractions. So whether it's big, I'm about to say, whether it's big or whether it's small, it's important that we focus in order to be productive. So I want to ask you, in your life, first of all, tell me your honest feedback of the difference in your focus cleaning your room before and after the devices were taken.
It wasn't even really like my focus. I was just like, I don't know. I was tired of having to clean my room because, like, I want to just be able to sleep well. Like I was, oh my God, it was so exhausting because my room was full of clothes. Like, it was like my whole room was clothes. Like, you could not walk on the floor. It was to the point where it was like on the floor is like clothes. So I was trying to like separate clothes, get rid of clothes I didn't want. I had about like 4 bags of clothes.
Where did the clothes? How did the clothes get on the floor?
Cause I had took them all out so I can separate them.
Okay, and your room was not clean before you put the clothes on the floor.
It wasn't like, yeah, they weren't. It wasn't clean, so I had put everything up. I had organized everything first, and then that's when I took out the clothes. And then I finished getting up some stuff that I didn't get before. But it took me a long time because like I was so aggravated. It was so much clothes. And then I had to wash them, put them back up and stuff. And I was like, I don't feel like doing that. But it was just one day I was like, I need my phone. Like, I'm bored. And then I want my room to be clean. I want to sleep well. Because, like when you washing clothes and then half the clothes be on your bed so you can't really sleep good.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And I was like, oh, my God, I can't do this. So I just tried to rush and get it done.
So did you like change your mind and just lock in?
Yes.
So I know you wanted your phone and I know you wanted a place to sleep, but take me to a deeper place of what happened, because you could have just said, forget it. Forget
Right.
my phone. I don't need it. I ain't cleaning this room. Like, what happened in your mind to make you say, yo, I'm about to do this? Did you want your phone that bad? Low key?
I mean, not really. It wasn't really that. I was taking a shower and it was like nighttime. And I was thinking, I was like, oh my God. It was like so aggravating because I couldn't even walk in my room. And then my door, I could barely open my door. It was just like it was so much going on. And I was like, honestly, like, it's really not going to get done by itself. So I might as well just do it.
Yeah.
So I did it and I was so exhausted.
And the crazy thing is, it didn't get dirty by itself either.
Right.
And isn't it funny how we can destroy our room and then be frustrated when it's time to clean it up? When you could easily just be disciplined enough for it to never get that dirty.
Yeah.
Have you thought about it? It's like your room get dirty, and then you have a little too with us when we say clean up your room and give me your phone till it's done. It's like, but you made it dirty. Like, how are you mad?
True. But
It's like
mostly for me, it's mostly clothes because
Yeah.
I have a lot of clothes, and when I'm looking for a certain outfit or something, I'm throwing everything. Like, I remember I was looking for my house keys because I was finna go to the movies with one of my friends, and I tore my room all the way upside down. That's when my room got dirty because
Yeah.
my room was clean,
mm-hmm.
and then it looked like a whole tornado went through my room because I was looking for my house keys.
Did you find the keys?
After I came home from the movies,
Oh wow, I know that feeling.
I was like, bro,
I know that feeling.
my room messed up just for me to find it when I don't even need it no more.
That's how it be.
Roger is the way you say it.
And I get to work and I call my sister and I said, well, I can't reach Terrence. And she said, well, you need to call the police. I said, well, I don't want to call the police. I just can't. He's just not answering. She said, well, I'm going to call him. And if he doesn't answer, I'm going to call the police. So she never called me back. She sent me a text. And the text said, breaking news, an unidentified African-American male has been found dead in a hit and run. And that was it. And it just said breaking news.
If you enjoyed this clip and would like to enjoy more, search the RXS podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts, or watch the RXS podcast on RXS Entertainment YouTube channel. So I want to ask you something. Has there been anything in your life that was a distraction that you recognized, and you've since then maybe like got rid of that distraction?
I guess friends, like having a huge amount of friends, because it's like sometimes friends will want you to do that, like stuff that's like it just don't help you. And it's like, for me, I want friends that's gonna be like, oh, you working, like what you doing, like let's talk about that.
Yeah.
And it was a thing where it just got boring because it's like I want to like focus on stuff, even though like I'm like younger. It's just like I want to really focus on something and find out what I want to do, because I don't want to be like 17, 19 still not knowing what I want to do or being stuck, because I know even though I'm as young as I am now, when I get older, I'm gonna probably be like, if I don't start doing something, if I don't find nothing when I get older and I have to move out and stuff, I'm gonna just be stuck because I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And a lot of parents that have children your age, they do stuff like for a certain time during the day they can't use electronics, or every day they have to read a chapter of a book, or they have to have chores with no TV on, just doing the chores. And though, what you thinking?
Yeah, I was like,
And parents do these things like in the moment. Children can feel like they're annoying, but the secret to that method is subconsciously you're developing discipline. So even though you don't feel like it, or even though you think it's annoying, if you get up every day and you're in that regimen, the older you get, the more it'll become a part of you. And then when it's time to do adult things, you do them with a certain level of discipline and consistency because your parents either made you clean up every day or set aside time where you didn't use your electronics. And then in the back of your mind, oh,
my bad.
I told her she was going to do that. In the back of your mind, you start to develop something that is good for you as you grow up.
Right.
So eliminating distractions is important because it's so easy. Like, there's always distractions around, but TikTok be wearing you out. You will run into a wall watching TikTok. Literally.
Yeah.
What is so addicting about TikTok that you can't put it down and do stuff you need to do?
I don't know. In my opinion, it's like the best app. Like, you really could do anything up there. Like, I feel like it's better than, like, when I got Instagram, I wanted to delete it because it made no sense. Like, I did not understand what to do until I had it for a long time. I was like, okay, I guess I understand now, which is stuff I still don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, y'all gonna call me old. But I don't know how to, like, you know how you could change the theme or like your text and like the color? I don't know how to do that.
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh.
See, I listen, I post the podcast clips and I follow a couple of people that inspire me or help motivate me to do certain things, and that's it. And that's another thing I want to talk to you about. And I want to ask parents too, like, y'all leave this in the comments. Like, is there an age, or is it appropriate to require your children to be disciplined in that way, meaning find helpful ways to use the social media apps? Like, I know y'all go on there and y'all just splurge and y'all just see like the different dances and the different trends, but those apps can also be used to help you as well. They don't have to just be escapism. So you can find ways to still be productive and have fun using these apps and not just be wasting time. And that's what I've been trying to figure out. Like, okay, what's the balance between requiring Nay to be a responsible child while letting her be a child? Because if it's all discipline, if it's all responsibility, and if it's all structure, then I don't know that that's good. But if it's you can do whatever you want whenever you feel like it and you don't have no rules or responsibilities, that ain't good either.
Right.
So you have to figure out, okay, when is it cool for me to just say, all right, go ahead, and when do I need to say, no, give me that phone? Because at the end of the day, I don't want, like you're saying, the same way you don't want to, I don't want you to grow up and is easily distracted by friends or the phone or the hottest app, because you can end up wasting your life. And then when you look up in the moment, you'll be just doing what you're doing and think it's fun. And that's what you want to do. But then time will go by and you'll look up and you'll say, what was the point?
Right.
Like, I just spent 4 hours on TikTok. Why? And then you realize you don't have a real answer. Yo, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
And then it's like on the flip side, let's make a song or let's do this podcast. I don't feel like it. So it's like, so you would put energy into doing something that you have to ask yourself why, but you don't feel like doing something that will benefit you for the rest of your life. What are you? So that's why I'm in the season right now where I'm like, Nay got to do what I tell her to do. Simply because if she don't do what I tell her to do and she do what she want to do, that'll be nothing that's productive.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love you too much to let you just waste time.
Yeah, cause I like. Let me look right now.
Okay.
I'm finna check right now and see what my time on TikTok is.
Oh.
Cause they have screen. Like,
yeah, that's
they
good.
do it where they do like when you could turn
Screen time.
Yeah, they have it, but like if you want to go back, just put in the code. But like, let me see how long I've been on TikTok.
All right. This is good, yo.
Oh my God.
Oh, tell it.
It said you spent 24 hours and 3 minutes on TikTok for the past week. More than the previous week. Lord. Yeah. That's pretty bad.
See what I'm saying? And it's
24
like
hours?
yes, and it's like there are more productive things to do. And I would love to hear from you about like how you feel about that now that I've brought it out.
I feel like, I don't know, because there's not really much to do on TikTok, but it's a lot to do on TikTok because like all you really do is just make videos of you dancing or singing or making food or whatever it is that you like to do up there. And I mean, it could be productive. However, you don't really get paid for doing TikTok unless you like get on live and then you getting like gifts and stuff. But other than that, you really don't get paid to do TikTok. So
I got a question about, so you said you don't get paid to do TikTok. So, all right, let's talk about this. The thing that I'm learning about humans is we are disciplined and we are consistent. It's just in unproductive things. Let me give you an example. If you can wake up every day and watch a Netflix show for 6 hours a day, you are disciplined. You're just disciplined at watching Netflix.
right.
If you get up and you get on your TikTok and you scroll all day, you're not lazy. You actually are consistent. You're just consistent watching videos. So why not say, let me take this same energy in the same amount of time and either use these apps to benefit me or use this time to benefit me. Like, I'm not just going to do things that don't mean nothing.
Right.
Like, that's why I be trying to tell you, okay, if you're going to be on TikTok, that's cool, but build something. Do something that you can look back and say, okay, when I pick up my phone, it means something.
Right. Cause you did tell me like with Roblox, cause I play Roblox. Well, I don't really play Roblox a lot, but I used to play Roblox all the time. He told me like, and he was saying how like I could do YouTube for Roblox and stuff like that, and I was like,
because there's gamers that stream, and the thing that I noticed about you is every time I asked you to structure something and be productive, you didn't want to do it no more. And if I let you continue to be like that, you'll be a 25-year-old that says, job, hard work, I don't feel like doing that. I just want to freelance. And then it'll be like, well, how you paying your rent? Well, I don't know. Well, how you going to take care of your kids? I don't know, because I don't feel like doing that. If you were to have any, like these bad habits will compound and accumulate, and you will be that same person when you grow up. It is guaranteed because it's who you are. So that's why I can't let you be like that. So like, it's like, and every time I would ask you, I'm like, well, let's do this. And then all of a sudden, something you love to do, when I ask you to put purpose behind it, then all of a sudden you didn't like it no more. And it's like, why do you think, what made you draw back when I asked you to do certain things for a purpose?
I guess it was like taking the fun out of it, if you will. I don't really know. I could, yeah, probably saying that it takes the fun out of it. So it's like, I don't want to do
What
it no
fun is taken away?
more. Like, it's just like, now, I don't know. Because it's like, when I used to do stuff and like, it got irritating, or like somebody just did something to the point where it was like, oh my God, okay, I don't care no more. It's like, it's just like, I don't know.
Here's the thing. The fact that you cannot articulate it is my point. You don't have a real reason
No.
other than I don't like to do stuff when it ain't fun. But that's not life. There's a lot of things that I do to make sure that you're okay that are not fun. They have to be done. They're not fun. It's not fun to go drive to get an oil change and have to pay for it. But the engine will blow up if I don't. It's not fun to pay rent, but we have nowhere to live if we don't.
Right.
It's not fun to clean up, but we'll have rats and roaches if we don't.
You're right, though. You're right, though.
So you can't just do things that are fun. However, it is important, which is what I've been trying to tell you. It is important when you are building something over a long period of time, it is important that it's something you love so that you will be more apt to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But all Beyonce rehearsals ain't fun.
Right.
All Beyonce recording sessions ain't easy.
Right.
But it's worth it.
Right.
So you have to change your perspective to not always just want to have fun. Because eating candy as soon as you wake up is fun, but you won't have no teeth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's why I'd be like, okay, you do this anyway. Let's put some structure to it and let's put a goal with it and let's give it purpose so that you can do what you love to do and it have meaning.
Right.
Because that's the balance of life that makes life worth living.
Right.
And the key to doing that is focus. Because at the end of the day, when we talk about distractions, whether it be TikTok or whether it be Netflix or whether it be friends, it can also be fun. You can be distracted. You could be so distracted by having fun that you're not interested in doing things that are important. I'm dropping jewels in here. What up, y'all? I'm Rajay, and I want to say first, thank y'all for the support, thank y'all for the love, and thank y'all for watching and listening to this podcast. We really don't take it for granted. Hey, if y'all want to continue to support us by spending y'all money, I got a way for y'all to do that. Y'all go to rajxshaw.com and pick up that Make It Happen hoodie today. Life be crazy, but we still got to do what? Make it happen, gang. And y'all, I wanted to do this episode, and I wanted to talk to her about it with y'all listening and watching, because whether you're a child or an adult, sometimes we can get in a place where we are distracted, and we are in our feelings, and we are in our flesh, and we want to be impulsive. And we want to just feel good. We don't want to do good. We just want to feel good. And you're more impactful when you do good. You're not going to always wake up and feel like it. But if you always wake up and do, you'll always be influential and you'll always be impactful. Hey, what's going on in your mind right now?
I really don't even have nothing to say. Like, honestly, I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's true.
Yeah. And I love you and I want what's best for you. And sometimes when I see you moving around, I'm like, she don't even know what she's capable of. And something is distracting her from embracing it. And it's like, I don't want to be that parent that loses my child from trying to push her to greatness. But I also don't want to be that parent that regrets that I didn't push my child to lead her to greatness. Make sense?
It makes sense.
So now I'm at a point in my life, y'all, as a father where, hey, man, sometimes she ain't going to like me. Sometimes she going to have an attitude. But I'd rather the 30-year-old her come back and say thank you than to sacrifice all that she's capable of so that she feels good and has fun now. I can't bow down to that because you got too much in you for me to bow down to that. So we on the grind, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, that leads us to this.
Exactly.
And
Yep. So now, and the crazy thing is, when we first started this, she ain't really want to do it. She was talking low. She ain't really feel like it, but like with each episode, I can tell that you like, okay, this the vibe. All right. And I think that's the importance I'm learning of a parent. It's like when you set your child up, they are not going to understand in the beginning. But when you have their best interests at heart and you continue to push them, eventually they'll see. And that's what I'm noticing. I'm seeing you and I'm seeing the response and I'm like, hey, this is really something. Like it's really becoming something. It's something that one day when I'm gone, you can still do. And that's my responsibility. My responsibility is to instill in you things that you can hold on to for the rest of your life, whether I'm here or not. That's spiritually, that's emotionally, that's mentally, that's professionally. It is my responsibility to pour into you substance so that you have something other than fun and distractions.
right.
I'm not a good father if I allow you to just have fun and be distracted. I'm a terrible father
Right.
because I didn't give you jack. And I'd rather give you something that will sustain you even if you got an attitude. So I don't care if you got an attitude because one day you're going to come back to me like, boy, you remember when I used to have an attitude? Boy, I'm glad now, boy, because I'm straight. Whether it's this podcast or whether it's music or whether it's any other interest you will have the fundamental tools within you to operate with discipline and consistency because I pushed you to do something you didn't feel like doing.
I really don't have that. Like, I really don't know what to say.
Hey, you don't got to say nothing, y'all. Hey, I think we done. You want to say something? You do kind of want to say something?
I don't have. I really don't. I really.
Oh, well,
lost
tell
for
me this
words.
then. Tell me this.
Okay.
How do you feel
How do I feel?
about what I'm saying?
It's true, and I feel like even though I do be wanting to do certain things, and oh, okay, I do have something I want to say.
Okay, cool.
This is a whole nother, yeah. The thing that I was annoyed about was that like I would have to like do things and like work as if I was like older or maybe adult, but like couldn't do certain things when it came to like going places like I was older. So I was like, if I was like to do the work, would I have like the benefits of like people who are older?
Ooh, okay. So let's unpack that. So basically you're saying that consistency and discipline are adult things.
No, I'm saying like
That is what you're saying. You just said I would have to work like I was older, but I didn't get the benefits of being able to go out like I was older,
right.
which would mean that you think discipline and consistency is for older people.
That's what older people do.
No, it's not. Because
Well, yeah.
let me tell you why it's not. Because what do you think it is when your friends wake up and go to football practice and have to do drills and have to make sure they remember their uniform and have to make sure they have their cleats and they have to understand the plays and they have to be able to communicate with their teammates? Right. So don't label it that. Don't the title work, and it's like you're taking the word work in older age and putting it together instead of saying no matter how old I am, whatever I'm passionate about, I should also be disciplined and consistent with. So if a child that's 13 years old plays AAU ball, that coach ain't playing no games with him.
Right.
Y'all gonna do these suicides. If you want to be on this team, y'all did terrible the last game, so we meeting early, run.
Right.
That's not an age thing.
True.
And on top of that, as a parent, you can't go anywhere because I want your mind and your spirit protected. So the child sees and feels, I'm not allowed to go anywhere. The parent sees and feels, but my child's heart and mind will be protected so that when they get older, they won't be tainted. Because you just want to have fun. Yeah. It's my responsibility to make sure you're covered and protected. And that's going to mean telling you no to things that you want to do that I already know aren't good for you.
Okay. That's a good perspective.
That is the perspective. But to your point, I don't think parents explain that to their children enough. Because what will happen is if a child understands it, even if they don't like it, they know why they're doing it. So they like, okay, I get it. But if you don't explain it, it should just be like, dang. But at the end of the day, it's my job to prepare you for life. When you leave the home, you need to be prepared for life.
Okay. Right.
You can always you don't need me to teach you how to have fun. You can easily figure that out on your own.
True.
But every year, every month, every week, every day, every moment, every minute, every second that I can teach you how to think better, how to move better, how to be consistent, those are the things that when you become an adult, you will appreciate way more than if every time you wanted to go to a party or to be with a friend or to hang out, I said yes. If I let you do that all the time and then don't make you do the discipline stuff, you'll love me now. But when you get older, you'll resent the fact that I didn't teach you anything. Because that's when it'll hit you that you should have been doing the other stuff.
Well, I honestly think it depends on the child that you have.
Okay.
Because I know some people, like, that's how they treat their kids. Because if they give their kids everything, they'll just start to want to do work on their own because they tired of having everything. But for some, it's just, I don't really want to do work. So I'll just do that instead.
And here's the thing. It is human nature to just want to chill. If we could get our rent paid and get our mortgage paid and get our car payment paid without going to work, nobody would go to work. I mean, because who won't? We do it to provide for ourselves. People who get the privilege to, they try to connect their passion with their career so that they can like enjoy what they do. But as adults, there's certain responsibilities and requirements that it takes to survive as an adult. So that's why now I be trying to talk to you to say, hey, while you're young, if you attach your natural gifts to a plan, when you get older, you will just be able to continue to operate in your gift, and it'll make room for you in every area of your life. And you're like, and I'm like, all right, cool. But I was already the 13-year-old who knew how to play really well. And now I'm the 32-year-old who wished I would have done things differently. And because I've been through that, I say, start now. You may not understand what I'm saying, but if you trust what I'm saying, you'll thank me. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you trust what I'm saying, when you get older, you will thank me. I promise you, you will. You will sit down, you will call me one day from whatever state or country you in and be like, Dad, boy, I'm so glad we started that podcast back in the day. For real. Like, for real. So, yeah. That's the vibe.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I guess this is the end. I've been Nay.
I'm Rajay.
And
that's it.
Peace.